Before we start the show, we just want to let you know we're a part of Bard Rock Network, sponsored by Dragon Master Games. Dragon Master Games is a local game store with an online storefront where you can get TTRPG products and collectibles, including trading cards. Just go to their website in the show notes and write in the comments Bard Rock Network sent you. You can also support the network by subscribing to our Patreon or Ko-fi to access network-wide bonus content, get shoutouts on network shows, receive network swag, and get invited to our several annual community game nights. Anyway, on with the show.
Welcome back to the third episode of Dungeons & Dialogue and our campaign through Dragons of Icespire Peak. Last time, our misadventurers had finished fighting two ochre jellies in what is arguably a very unfair encounter in the temple of this dwarven excavation site. And they had just completed a short rest. Did everybody roll all their hit dice they wanted to roll for the short rest already?
All one of them.
That's right. Level 1, you only get the one. But you still recovered some health. That's something.
Yeah, 12 does feel a lot better than 1.
I mean, during the short rest, Ashlyn would have gone around and be like, well, maybe each of you should have a couple berries, just in case. You shouldn't eat them now, but, somebody goes unconscious again. Probably be a good idea. But she'd pass out 2 berries. They look like super juicy blueberries to each of the party. They're only good for like a couple more hours.
So what kind of drugs in this? Cocaine?
Cocaine.
There's such a thing as hallucinogenic berries that grow naturally, so this isn't as weird a question as it initially sounds.
I'm just saying, we didn't pass any blueberry bushes on the way up here.
No, I made these.
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry, what?
With magic? I made them?
Okay. That
That
makes
sounds a
more
lot
sense.
better than what I was thinking.
Yeah, no.
Hey, okay.
I have no clue what you're thinking. I just love blueberries, so I'll try not to eat them too soon.
Yeah, well, in 2 hours, feel free, but you might get a stomach ache, because one of them is good for a whole day to make you feel full. So if you eat multiple, I honestly don't know what will happen. I haven't done it.
Maybe it's like watermelons, and if you swallow the seed, it grows inside you and you die.
That's stupid.
Because the watermelon.
I've never heard that.
Anyone who wants to, go ahead and roll me nature.
Sure.
These
I'll
are just
give
the
it a
normal
shot.
fucking berries. Are you talking? If it's the watermelon thing, Mirzo will not back down from that. He believes that wholeheartedly.
I rolled a natural 1 for a 6.
Oh no. I rolled 21, 18.
Alright, Ashlyn absolutely believes the watermelon thing might happen, and like a whole berry bush.
I don't think that would be a bad thing.
Alexander is absolutely sure that is not the case, and you'll just have mild indigestion.
Interesting. Try it out, see what happens.
I don't feel
I've seen it happen. It's not kind.
Tuv's puts it in her pockets. I'm afraid of turning into a giant blueberry, so I'm good.
Right. Well, are you all okay?
Mentally or physically?
I mean, physically first, mentally second? That sounds bad.
I'm doing just fine.
Yeah, I'll live. Probably shouldn't stick around here too much longer anyways.
I mean, I
Might
was
have
just
to
waiting
get
on
friends or
you.
not.
As Mirzo makes that comment, you guys wrap up your short rest, and you take a moment to actually just examine the room you're in. You're in a main temple chamber with what appears to be 4 pillars supporting the main room. An altar, like a small altar, like they would just use to do like a sermon or something in the front, not like a huge altar. And some solid walls. What do you do?
I'm gonna go wander, because she never goes anywhere with purpose. Wander over to the altar and just look around, see if I can find any indication of who they prayed to, or how they prayed, or just anything.
Absolutely. So you go ahead and roll investigation while I find where that information is.
Alright, Mirzo will help because he was interested to see what the altar was as well. That's usually where to keep the offering plates, and that means small treasures.
So do you want me to roll with advantage, or do you want to roll at the same time?
Mirzul's providing the help action is how we're going to play this, so you get advantage.
That is a 21 on investigation.
21. All right, here you go. You find this is the temple of Avathar, the evil dwarven god of greed.
That's interesting.
How do you spell that?
Yeah, if you want more than that, you're going to need to roll religion to know about
How do you spell Avatar?
ABBATHOR. Or like Avathor.
Avathor.
Yeah. So just imagine like Chris Hemsworth dancing to Dancing Queen.
Also,
there
he's
anything-
completely dressed in gold.
Yeah.
I love that thought.
Hell yeah, that is actually a sight. Is there anything of value in the altar area, or is it just that information?
Of the altar area, no. I'm gonna go ahead and say with 21 while you're kind of like circling the altar. You notice some grooves in the wall that look similar to the clearly opened secret door you passed by on your way in. This looks like this just might be a secret door that's still closed. You see a couple of them when you're circling.
Guys, see that? Those grooves right there?
Yeah, no, that kind of looked like the other ones, huh? I'll just start reaching out to start pushing on it.
All right, so you see a couple of them because, like I said, you circled the altar. You see one in the north face of the room, one in the south face of the room, and two that are on either side of the altar that appear to be going. They both appear to be facing the east side.
Oh, like the grooves run towards that direction?
Like there's basically you found the grooves of 4 secret doors. With the 21, I'm giving you all 4 doors because I don't like making someone roll the same check 4 times.
Oh, I gotcha.
And the guy didn't set a DC to find these secret doors, just that they were there.
Can I still roll that religion check?
Absolutely.
That's a 15.
All right, with a 15, you would know that during solar eclipses, Avathor is supposed to be appeased with the sacrifices of blood and gems. There's also a known occasion where the god found sacrifices of this temple's priests lacking, so he caused an earthquake and avalanche, and that is the mythology of this area. So, like, now that you're like in this temple, like, oh yeah, I've heard of that temple. Yeah, bad stuff happened there because they pissed off that god. And apparently, the lore also says that the priests in the temple were not killed, instead were transformed into ochre jellies for their transgressions against Avathor.
Is this being shared at the same time? Because Tev would have been poking at those jellies.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
they're just a puddle now.
To be honest,
I was going to
probably
say,
not.
you're asking Ashlyn to talk about anything that's relevant?
Probably not. Unless you ask a question and she just like, oh, I know this. But if you're asking her to just voluntarily give out random information, probably not.
Fair. Anyway, Tev is poking at the jelly carcasses.
It is a jelly carcass. There's no loot. But I will say, Tev, while you are poking
Bastards.
at the jelly carcass next to one of the pillars, just based off of Ashlyn's 21, you notice a small compartment on one of the pillars that looks like it can pop open. Kind of like a carefully concealed latch.
Ooh, I pushed the latch.
You find some dwarf skulls and a pile of gemstones, 15 of them total. Based on your knowledge of gem value and size, you'd say they're worth about 10 gold apiece, so you get the impression you could sell them for about 150 gold.
Noise. I'll just pocket those.
Do I
While all
notice?
this is happening, I would like to radio the dwarves. I forget what they
Ashlyn,
said
you
last
do notice
time.
because that was based off your investigation check. So you saw that latch, and so did Tev. Tev just happened to go near it, but your investigation is wise, so you definitely notice.
Cool. She doesn't say anything. I just want to know if she knows. I think Kira was saying something.
Oh, yeah. I forgot where we left off with the dwarves last time. Just that they had run
they're
away
just
from
waiting
the
for
temple
confirmation
thing?
that you cleared the. Yeah, they're
then
chilling out, like outside the courtyard. They're waiting for you guys to say that you've cleared the entire area.
And the
but
entire
you do know
area
based on the
was
fact you
the
just found all the.
Temple
No,
itself?
they're like call us when you basically can't proceed any further.
Okay,
Like,
Yeah, they
like
want
right
us
now
to do
you're
the whole
yeah,
thing.
they want you to kill all the stuff he's killing.
great.
And so they're like, hey, is everything dead in there yet?
Working on it.
All right, cool. We got snacks if you guys get hungry, but otherwise we're chilling out here.
Great. I'm gonna, I don't know, hang up and walk over to
Click.
Tev
Alright.
again and be like, these dwarves. I'm gonna, like, put the sending stone in her hand and say, I cannot deal with these fucking dwarves anymore. And I'm gonna bang my head against the wall.
All right. So back to the stuff that Ashlyn and Mirzel found. There are 4 doors I believe to be secret doors. One in the north, one in the south, and 2 east facing on either side of the altar. Otherwise, there's no other path of egress from this room.
Oh, she pointed them out. She's just waiting for somebody else to make a decision. Otherwise, she's just happy standing there, staring awkwardly long.
Well, I'm of the opinion we just fucking pick a door. Not like we're gonna gain anything from listening to fucking stone.
True. Who wants to eeny, meeny, miny, mo?
Isn't one of the doors already open?
No, that's a compartment on the pillar,
Okay.
not one of the doors.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the doors are still intact. There was just a 5th hidden thing that was on a pillar.
Let's go to the north one.
All right, so you just kind of feel around the edges of the door. I'm only going to suggest this the first time this comes up. Is anybody going to check the door for traps?
I want to check the door.
No,
for
but
traps.
whoever is the first person, like, touching the door or going towards the door, Ashen will just give them a nice little tap on the shoulder and it say in their head, "You got this," and give them some guidance.
All right, so Sarah, if you want to roll investigation for trying to find traps and add that D4.
Okay.
Mirzel would have reached for it, but then just came back. Let's check for traps. You know what? Obviously, that's fair. We did get fucking jumped by goo.
You got jumped by goo. I was very reasonable and waited at the door.
I never got close to the goo. Those were ochre jellies, not goo. You know that, right?
Without
Okay.
the D4, it's a 21.
I mean, the D4 is only good for like a minute, so you might as well use it.
Okay, yeah, so that's a juicy 25.
Nice.
Nice. You are absolutely certain this door is not trapped.
All right. Seems clear here. Would you like me to kind of wiggle in?
Do you want to?
I mean, we can just push open the door.
No, even though the door looks like it's part of the wall, it slides open super easy. It's not like a strength check to get it. It just opens like a door. You push it, and
Oh. That was easier than I thought.
I was about to say, that seems suspicious.
no, I mean, the thing just says there's a door. It doesn't describe a mechanism. There's nothing exciting about it. Just, there's a door. It's a secret. I have completed what the module said to do. The module didn't give me more to do with this door.
So what's inside?
All right, so there's a
Test
hallway.
joints.
You see a hallway that goes about 15 feet, and then it looks like it takes a sharp right turn. Do you go down the hallway?
Mirzel will
Stealth?
lead the way down the hallway.
Okay, no stealth. Great.
I mean, you guys can.
For the sake of speed and see above game, this room is boring, so I'm not gonna make y'all roll a stealth check to go into this room.
Great.
You find what appears to be the priest's
follows
bedchamber.
at the very back, just kind of floating along.
I'm gonna drag her by the elbow.
Oh,
Move.
All right, so what you find at the end of this hallway is what appears to be the priest's bedchamber. You see 3 stone bed frames against the east wall. Ashlyn, did you share the knowledge that the priest returned into ochre jellies as part of this lore?
nope.
Ashlyn, and only Ashlyn knows, that you encountered 2 ochre jellies and there were 3 beds here.
Interesting.
That's it for this room. You could roll investigation, look for stuff, but there's nothing. I'm not gonna make you roll an unnecessary check. This room is boring.
He
Are
would
there any nice
Mirzel would overturn
blankets?
the room.
I'm sorry?
Are there any nice blankets?
Nope, this is barren.
Huh.
It's literally just like anything that was there has been damaged by rubble from the earthquake and the avalanche and all the other natural disasters that this god apparently threw at this temple. And it's also the chaste of a priest, so not particularly well spent on. This is a priest's lifestyle. All the money was being sent to this god, so they were living a chaste life.
Boring. You'd think priests of a god of greed would have something tucked under their pillows.
At the
God,
very least, leave a
God.
diary behind so I can make fun of you.
Also, I really want to ask why Wizards of the Coast made the door to the bedchamber a secret door. But that's for the fireside.
Well, they have
Hi.
secrets too.
Yeah, the secret is that they slept in really shitty beds.
Yeah, Ashlyn is just really distracted, staring at the hand that's on her elbow.
What, do I have something on my arm? Do I have jelly on me? He's gonna, flick his hand really hard.
No, I just...
What's
That's
that
nice.
supposed to mean?
Well-
Thank you.
Sure.
That is a real order.
Anyways,
Yeah, this is the
Going
next
around.
room, please.
we'll go to the south one.
Good, I was hoping you'd do that one, 'cause it's the other boring room. So you follow the hallway. You see two
Yay.
paths. One that clearly goes back to the foyer before the temple. You remember seeing like a door collapse of rubble on the way there because I thought that S was actually just rubble. But yeah, that just goes back the way you came. Nothing interesting. To your left, coming down there, you see a room that is partially collapsed and empty. Like the earthquake just damaged the room. Nothing of value is in there.
Wonderful.
This place fucking
That's a lot
sucks.
of rock.
Wizards of the Coast put 2 completely boring rooms behind secret doors.
Here's
I mean,
the thing,
that's a nice
I do
rock.
sort of get it. Like, you have to stretch the lore to fill in the gaps, but if they're a temple of greed, meaning they have lots of gold and money, you don't want to make it obvious which door is the right one to go into, so you make all of them secret.
Yeah,
I get it.
I like
It's
that. We'll talk
stupid.
about that more fireside chat time.
Yeah.
That is a great discussion for us.
Is Alexander still dragging
It-
Ashlyn along?
If she is still walking really slowly and staring off into space, then yes, but this time he's grabbed her by both shoulders and is kind of shoving from behind her rather than dragging from the elbow.
She like does that weird like back head tilt to try and look at you as you push her, and it's just like awkwardly half staring at you and half staring at the ceiling.
Alexander's just gonna glare at the back of her head.
That's fair.
Alright, door number 2,
Alright,
a
so-
bust.
I think
So
this
it's-
is 3, technically. North,
Who's counting?
south.
I'm counting 2 so
Yeah,
far.
yeah, there's 2. There was a second path from the south door. That's where we got 3 from.
Yeah, but we've done
So
2
now it's
doors.
just
So the
2
next
doors
one's
to the
the
east?
third one.
Yep, there's a door. There's 2 doors facing east. One directly north of the altar. One directly south of the altar.
Okay.
So it seems like we need to go south.
Well,
We already went south.
The temple looks like it proceeds east. It's just, do you want to go on the one that's left of the altar or right of the altar? The one to the left is the north door. The one to the right is the south door.
Eastern, northeastern,
Okay, but they're
southeastern.
they're
Yes,
parallel to
north,
each
northeast
other.
and southeast. Yes, thank you. That's what I'm trying to convey. There's basically a northeast and southeast door.
Let's go northeast. Doesn't matter.
How many beds were in the bedroom?
3.
No, she's asking that to the group.
Oh.
That was.
Oh, sorry.
was
I
incorrect.
didn't register his character voice until I responded. Sorry.
I don't know. 3, 4.
3, I
I
think.
already told
before
George you could probably
Myrtle
fit 6 or
tore
7
them
on them.
over.
Did we fight
3?
3 jellies? We fought 3 jellies, right? It's 3.
3 jellies. We fought 2 jellies.
Oh.
And when we hit one of them, it split.
Oh.
That's
So
true.
technically, yes.
There might be another one.
What?
And you wait till now to say something?
I was distracted.
How do
We're
you
gonna
know
have
this?
to move around here.
Oh. So. This temple, there's a lot of rumors. One of them was the priests were transformed into those. And she points
Ew.
at the remains of the ochre jellies. So,
Motherfucking oozes? Ew. Remind me not to join this god's priesthood. Then again, if I do
So
join
you
a
don't turn
priesthood,
into an ooze, baby?
please punch me very hard. I will be out of my senses.
you not a fan of the gods?
Yes.
So not a fan. Okay.
I mean, it's fine for other people. Just getting your magic by some deity in the sky is a little insulting to someone who's had to go through 12 years of wizard school.
Oh, well, I got mine from, well, not sure where. I wasn't very good at the studying thing,
I can
but the
see why.
trees and the animals, they were nice.
To each their own, I suppose.
My parents studied
gods.
books, though.
The guys ain't nothing but a bunch of pompous assholes.
Were we picking
I
a
know
door?
I'm a pompous asshole, isn't it wondrous?
Huh.
Probably not the word I'd use for it.
I don't know if my parents were pompous
Well-
assholes.
Sounds like it if they're trying to make you do shit you don't want to do.
Oh, well, they're not trying anymore.
Did
That's
you
Not only
gruesome.
murder them or like just leave home?
Oh, it's been a while.
No, I legitimately need to know. Did you murder them? Because like, if I got a cover for your criminal
I
past,
didn't
I
murder
will.
them.
I will have no hesitations. But
I didn't murder them.
Pity.
been a lot cooler if you did.
That's not right.
Passageway
Are we
time?
picking a door? Are we picking
Yeah,
against?
Merzel's
Passageway
pushing open the
light.
door.
Mhm.
She's like, "Been a lot cooler if you did," and then you just push it open the next door. I think northeast
Oh,
is where we're
I
going.
think
Yep,
murder.
you go.
Oh, I'm
It's cool.
hoping.
That's your problem.
You All right.
Can Tev just escape this madness and ahead of them?
So Tev and Mirzel and Alexander all go, screw this, I'm going through the door at the same time. You push the door open. It's another one of those turny hallways. You turn and you see a left-hand turn. Oh, no, never mind. It's supposed to be another secret door. But I already disclosed that one. So, yeah, you see what appears to be a hallway at the end where, like, it turns again. It clearly goes to the other secret door you didn't go through. And a pile of rubble that, like, kind of in the corner. You could probably climb over the rubble if you wanted to. And then you guys got a 21. You find the other secret door. Because I don't like making someone roll the same check 20 times. I think that's tedious as a D.
Well, Ashlyn is just walking very slowly behind if no one's pulling her along.
Tev is launching herself across those rocks, so.
She's
All right,
probably.
Tev's going through the rubble.
I was gonna say she's
You're
probably. Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
Tev said she's launched herself across the rocks. You mean that rubble that connects to the other secret door?
Yes, please.
All right.
You want acrobatics?
Oh, no. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll me acrobatics.
That's what the third Oko jelly is, isn't it?
I'm gonna be scanning for jellies.
Tell you
That's
what.
a 24.
All right.
Holy
Fine.
shit.
So, problem is, you said you were going to scan for jellies before Sarah did the acrobatics check. So, Sarah, you narrowly avoid stepping on the puddle of the ochre jelly at the bottom of that rubble. And as you pass it into the south tunnel, it pops up because you definitely got its attention. Sarah is now
there's a-
trapped on the south.
Oof.
Yeah, Tev is now trapped on the south side of the tunnel of the jelly. You all see the jelly having barred Tev off from it inside the rubble.
Yeah.
So how
Everybody
jelly
roll
alert.
for initiative.
can you see the ochre jelly from the hallway, or is it like a sharp turn?
No, basically the hallway is like going north to south. You're all standing at the north end. Tev dashed across the south end, turned the corner a little bit, and you all watch at the corner where basically the jelly pops out. So you see like a 5 foot tall jelly block thing now there.
Ugh.
And you killed 2 of them before, so you know what it is.
Oh, I thought we came down a hallway, came to a T.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
imagined
but
that she hadn't
okay,
turned
I
left
see.
or right on the T, so that's why I was
Okay.
asking if she could see there.
That's
yet.
fair. All right, so this is theater mind. If you guys have the map in front of you, you'd see it's basically a backward C. You came in from the top of the C. You came into the part where it bends down, and then Sarah dashed down across the south end to the bottom.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So,
Sarah is then the bottom of the sea, and the corner of the bottom of the sea is where the jelly.
Okay.
so we can
Cool.
see the jelly?
That-
Yes, you absolutely can, and you can see that your friend is trapped on the other side of it.
Great.
That's works great for my nat 20, so.
Cool.
For a 24.
Ugh.
Or in the future, if you tell me that you did not 20 before I do the things, I don't have your character sheet in front of me. I will let you know additional things. You might not have not pissed off that jelly if you had told me it was a natural.
Oh, no, that was for the initiative.
Oh, okay. 20. You have a 24 on initiative. Okay.
Yeah,
Jeez.
that would have been even cooler, but. No, this.
Let's see how
is
this
fun.
jelly does. And if everyone didn't hear me, yes, please roll initiative.
19.
10.
13.
All right, let's see how the jelly does. Fortunately, the jelly has a terrible stat and dex bonus, so its initiative is going to be penalized. How penalized, though? Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, so you'll all be pleasantly surprised to find where this thing is in the initiative. Tev, you were up first. You were cornered.
I have a quick question. How
Yes?
long is this like diagonal part of the Z of the hallway? How long is it?
If you guys are standing at the corner, there's about 20 feet to the other corner.
Okay, and how
You can all
wide?
get
Is
there
it
and
only
around.
5 feet wide?
It is only 5 feet wide. So you like whatever your marching orders, you can't end the turn in the same square as each other. You know, if we were playing with the battle map up, I would strictly enforce that. But since we're in theater of the mind, if you all want to like rearrange yourselves to be near the thing for melee purposes, whatever. Theater of the mind, I'm a little more loosey goosey on this, but raw, technically only one person can get in the square north.
Okay, that was it. That was my question.
I would have switched one of my daggers back into its boot and pulled out my rapier. Depending on her reach, she could just swing. She's swinging out with a rapier.
Oh yeah, basically you're standing in the square right next to the rubble where the thing is, And then
Okay.
one square to your left is going to be what you know to be the back of the other secret. All right, so you're go ahead and roll an attack roll on the jelly.
21.
That hits the hell out of this jelly. You do not
so
get
that's
sneak
five-
attack. You're all by yourself.
Yeah, no. That's 5 damage.
Takes it.
And, should probably back up a bit after.
Because you are not level 2 yet, you do not have bonus action disengage. It will get an attacker opportunity if you do that.
Oh, never mind. I'll do the other stabby stab with the
All right. And remember,
dagger.
And remember not to include your dex bonus on that,
Yes.
or for the damage part of the roll.
Well, that's an 8, so
Would you believe 8 will hit?
I will accept that fact and roll damage. Haha. For one additional. Yeah,
I mean, it's something.
it's something.
And then while engaged with the jelly, you can't really do anything else. Most folks don't realize it, but the world is ripe with monsters. And when you have a monster problem, you need someone who is smart,
I came over here, I saw that there was a crime scene. I figured, I'd park here on the
Crime scene.
brave,
It's just not our fight. We just honk the horn, everybody dissipates, and we just ride away.
and qualified.
If nobody is going to assist David with this, he is going to pull out his nunchucks.
Who gave him those nunchucks?
Van Helmen's family is none of those things.
Hey folks, we just want to take a break from the action to let you know how you can support the show. As a part of Bard Rock Network, you can support us through a number of our affiliate programs, where a portion of your order goes to support the network. Everyone loves dice, right? Fan Roll Dice make dice of all shapes and sizes, as well as accessories like trays, bags, and towers. Or maybe you want to take better campaign notes. Just check out Minva RPG and look at their assortment of campaign journals and tools. Finally, you can level up your game night with tea or coffee from Many Worlds Tavern. In addition to delicious tea and coffee, they have stickers, tokens for your favorite trading card games, and playmats. Qualifying orders even come with free dice. All those affiliate links can be found in the show notes, and you just need to use Bard Rock Cafe at checkout to save your order.
But they're the best we've got, so check them out on Monster Cafe. Available now wherever you find your favorite podcasts. Mirzul, you are up.
All right. Orcman get angry, first of all. Then he'll hop over the rubble and grab the biggest slab he could find and just start beating the hell out of the jelly with it.
Yep, so go ahead and roll your... I technically can count that as an improvised weapon, but for intents and purposes, we're going to just let you use your great axe attack, or whatever
Hell yeah.
you have. And it's just bludgeoning damage instead.
10.
10 hits.
Love to see it. So 12 damage.
Alright, it takes it.
Fucking squishy ass bastard. And that's it.
Alright. Ashlyn, you are up.
Ashlyn's gonna take a couple steps forward and slowly peek her head around the corner because she hadn't made it up to the intersection yet. But she heard the yelling. And she takes out a rock, couple pebbles actually. They glow. She picks one up. It's all very slow. And flicks it down at the ochre jelly. That's 18 to hit.
It does hit.
That's 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alright. Ochre Jelly splashes as the rock hits it and takes a spicy 7 damage.
And then she just kind of keeps her head, not her body, peeking around the corner. And that's
Right.
her turn.
And that brings us to Alexander.
Motherfucking jelly! And he's gonna, try and chill touch this thing.
Alright, that's an attack roll, yes?
Yes, it's a ranged spell attack. Hey, it did screw me. So that's a 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
It takes 8 necrotic damage and can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
Alright, it takes it.
And I will move behind the barbarian if I have not already.
That's pretty much the only space you guys have with one square each. It's a very narrow little hallway. If you wanted to be beside the barbarian, we can say you were, but I think the only people you want in melee are the ones that are already there.
Yeah, I will just scoot closer to the wall so Ashlyn can see past me.
You didn't need to move.
Anything that gets me out of the line of fire of those fucking pebbles.
I'm not gonna hit you
Tev,
with a
does a
pebble.
14 hit?
What did you say?
Does a 14 hit you, Tev? The pseudopod is taken.
No.
All right, it's one attack misses, and just like that, Tev is up.
He goes, haha, can't hit me, and goes with her rapier again. Jeez, that's a 21.
Yes, 21 hits the hell out of this jelly.
For 6 damage.
All right, 6 damage is pretty toasty. This thing's looking pretty shabby.
Oh, cool. I'll just go in with a dagger on my side.
Did you add sneak attack damage on that first one?
Oh, that is right. There's now an enemy adjacent to. There's now an ally adjacent to the jelly. You do get sneak attack, which means you might finish this thing off just on sneak attack.
Let's see. That would be with a +3.
So, oh, you have 3. This thing is still standing, better than it ever did. Like a
Still
true
gooping.
survivor,
Okay.
like a little kid.
Well, how does it feel after I hit it with my dagger for 17?
17 will hit.
3 points.
3 was exactly the number you needed. It's gone.
Woohoo! DCC! Let's do this.
Nice.
You know,
Da, 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 da.
you guys should be better at, not getting surprised by jellies.
Says the
I
lady
think
who
we
was
surprised
literally
it.
like 50 feet behind us.
Hmm?
Sorry. I should have warned you earlier. I'm sorry, Tev. You were just very fast and I was behind this Hulk. And I'm gonna point at Merzel.
Why are you going?
Man stands for he takes all the hits. Smart.
Why were you going that
Oh,
way?
no, wait,
Anyways, Tev, that's just back where we came from.
Oh, I thought it was another secret passage to another secret passage.
No, that's over here. And she points near her.
Yep, and you just easily pop open the last secret door.
Oh, I don't touch it.
Oh, fine. Whoever wants to can pop open the secret.
Oh,
She just
Tev is
points at
touching
it.
Yeah,
And-
you point at it, and anybody who wants to, the secret door's right there.
Nice.
Oh.
Oh, that's what she was doing while Tev was, almost getting her ass beat.
What do you mean? I throw a rock.
That's true.
Very good at that.
So what I heard was Tev opens this door.
Yeah, if she could double check it before a chat beforehand.
Sure, go ahead and roll investigation.
I will help.
I am.
You roll investigation at advantage.
With guidance.
So roll advantage and add a d4 to the higher number.
Alright, so with the D4 that anyone.
This door is hella not trapped.
Okay. Better safe than sorry or dead. And gonna pop it open, looking cool.
All right. What you see is a straight corridor. There's a door on the left, a door on the right, and then you see what looks like a passage to a very large chamber in the back that is heavily collapsed and buried with rubble. It looks like it would take you just over a day to clear all that rubble, but it looks like it's a very large chamber on the other side.
So yeah, it's a location. I don't know, we have a pitchfork of choice.
Well, unless y'all brought shovels and pickaxes, I really think we only got 2 choices.
Oh, did you guys say you need pickaxes? The ranger just kind of statics in. We got pickaxes. We're dwarves.
I will use
I
you as a
did.
pickaxe if you don't stop your fucking eavesdropping.
I might have texted them when you weren't looking.
The fuck is a text?
Have you never read a book?
No!
I talked into it to send a note, so it was like.
I like the idea the speaking
think
stone
they
has
spec-
speech to text.
I was gonna say, it's a voice memo.
It's a very it's a very accessible speaking stone.
Ashlyn's gonna wander into the room and just start. So, you said we're in a chamber, but there's a larger chamber that's blocked
No,
away?
there's a hallway.
Okay.
You're in a hallway. There's a door on the left of the hallway, like physically you pass by on the left and you could open it. A door that while you're passing on the right, and then directly in front of you is the rubble that's clearly blocking off a large chamber. You can see over and around the rubble just enough to see there's a large room on the other side, but it looks like it would take about a day of labor for the 4 of you and the 2 dwarves to move enough rubble to get to that other chamber. But you do have immediate access to the 2 other smaller rooms.
Why don't you try one of the doors before you try the rubble?
Mercil's already opening the left one.
You
All
have
right.
guidance.
Oh, he's just opening it. He's not checking
No,
the
but
traps.
I know. I know you're not, but you still have guidance.
Yeah, you have it for another minute
Sure.
if you need it for anything else. What you see is a stone wardrobe, and if you open the wardrobe, there's the remains of 2 red leather armors that were sized to the priest, but because of how old and rotted they are ruined, useless, and would not provide any protection.
Is there
basically-
anything?
A fucking
So
closet.
basically,
Yeah.
you basically found a room with an armoire in it. So it's basically a closet with a smaller closet inside.
It's fucking walk-in closet.
And then the room. And the room to the right.
All right, the room to the right, half buried in the rubble in the side of this room, you see a dwarf priest wearing rotted red leather armor. He was clearly killed when the things collapsed. Around his neck, you see a holy symbol of Abathor, a tiny jeweled dagger on a silver chain. Do you examine it more closely?
Yeah, Merzel will. He'll like
Don't
grab
fucking
off
touch
the dude's
that.
skeleton.
Oh
Shake-
shit.
shake
I
it.
have to touch it to identify it.
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah. Get cursed.
Just like shaking it loose from his skeleton.
All right, does anybody on the party read Dwarvish?
I do.
No.
All right.
Do I? I doubt it.
I don't.
Where the
I know a lot of
frazzle is that information?
languages.
Ah, there. No.
All right, do you provide it to Ashlyn to read the runes that are printed on it?
I don't know if I can trust her. She's our Tom Bombadil. We can't give her items of power. She's just as likely to lose them.
Well,
I mean,
she's the
above
only
the
one who
game,
can
this is just
read.
so. Yeah, it's.
I will
it's just
keep. Yeah, Mercer will keep a hold of it, but like offer out. And you know what this is?
I do.
Ashlyn, do you read it?
What? I do read it.
Yep. What you see inscribed on the little dagger are dwarves runes that say "Greed is good."
So
Oh.
helpful.
So
And you can all interpret that it's also worth about 50 gold.
I'm not sure that I agree with what that says.
Well, it looks like it's worth a pretty coin, anyways. Mercer will like stuff it in a hip pouch.
So those were the 2 doors, and then we have the rubble in front of the 3rd one.
There's
Yep,
rubble
you're
in
pretty
this one
confident
also.
from what you can. No, you guys just check both of the other doors. The rubble one is the last chamber. You can tell from looking through that rubble, it is clearly the last room. So it's probably safe to radio the 2 dwarves. I think you can safely assume the temple is now clear.
I could try something that may
But it would take you guys
open it
about a day.
faster.
with it.
I could
Yeah,
try something.
Go for it.
If you don't mind. I mean, I'll be a little tapped for the rest of the day, but I could try.
I mean, it's gonna take a day anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Cool.
moving that rubble is the rest of our day.
So Ashlyn's gonna walk up to the rubble, stand about just a couple feet in front of it. She's gonna place her hand on the ground, and you'll notice that her hands start to sink into the stone just a little bit. And she's gonna cast Entangle with the intention of trying to grow the roots and vines up through the rocks to try and break it apart.
No, I'll let you use the spell slot for that. Sure, you push the rocks aside in such a way where there's now just rubble you can kind of walk over and.
And then she'll release the entangle so that nobody gets wrapped up in the vines.
Woo!
That was really cool.
I thought so. Plants are neat.
All right, do you all enter the alcove of the final room?
Yeah.
Behind
do a
someone
tour.
with more health.
I mean, Ashlyn enters last. But whoever
All right.
enters first has guidance.
Yeah.
That
Mercer will like
sounds like
still
Mercer.
help clear some of the rubble just to give everybody like a better walking path. But he'll enter first.
All right, so Mirzel, what you see is an alcove in the south wall holding the rubble of a shattered statue, and an alcove in the north holding a statue of a dwarf with horns. That dwarf is staring greedily at what appears to be a large glowing gem. There's nothing else of interest in the room. It's clearly a statue of the dwarven god Abathor holding a large gem.
And the gem looks like it can be removed from the hand.
It does.
I was gonna go and steal that. However,
Yeah,
wait,
no, like-
wait.
deity.
Just
Yeah, no,
can you
that
give
kind
me
of
a
creeps
second?
me out.
Can you give me well, when I say a second? Give me 10 minutes?
You gonna identify it?
Well, I was just gonna detect magic, because I
Oh,
don't
that's
need
a
to
good
touch
idea.
it to do that.
I was about to say yes.
Yeah, don't.
Well, she does that. Myrzel is gonna like just look around the statue and see, can I like topple it?
You get the impression you could with a strength check because the other one clearly got knocked.
Okay, I'm not gonna do it yet. I'll wait for Ashlyn to report back.
So she's gonna sit down and cross her legs, crisscross applesauce, and she'll take out some little bits and bobs. It's mostly like incense and like burning herbs and things like that. And she'll start like setting them down and burning them. And a fragrant, but it's like an earthy fragrance, starts moving throughout the room as she begins pushing her senses out and ritually casting Detect Magic.
All right, so 10 minutes pass. There's not any sort of like encounter table or anything built in the module, so no interruptions. You successfully cast Detect Magic, and what you see on the statue are two magics. You see Illusion Magic on the gem, and you see Evocation Magic on the statue.
Evocation on what? Sorry.
Evocation Magic on the statue, which you'd recognize as like the magic of spells, usually attack spells like Fireball or Lightning Bolt. Usually some sort of attack or trap-based spell has been enchanted on the statue.
Oh. So, there's two kinds of magics. One on the statue, which probably don't want to touch that. And one on the gem. The gem has, like, illusion magic, so I don't know if it's because it's not what it seems, or if it just deals an illusion magic. But there's, like, not the bad, what do you call it? A little bit dangerous, damaging.
Do it go boom.
Could. It deals an evocation, so...
Oh, so fucking fire, lightning, elemental bullshit?
I mean, technically, healing is evocation, but I don't think it's healing.
Yeah, that would be my impression as well. So, no statue? No statue.
I'm just saying, maybe we don't touch it. Maybe we figure out a way to trigger it from a safe distance. Yeah?
You're saying we get the dwarves to touch it.
Or, does anybody have a way of, I don't know, doing things from a distance? I've seen this fancy little spell that creates a little spectral hand.
You're looking for mage hand. I don't have it.
I mean, we could huck rocks at the gem to make sure it's real, because if it's illusion or whatever the fuck that is, that means it's fake.
Hey, I could try throwing one of my pebbles at the statue and see if that would trigger it, because I could do that from pretty far away.
Yeah, I'm all for hucking rocks at the statue.
Can we check that? Is the evocation magic only on the statue, or is it connected to the walls or something like that?
The statue itself.
It's on the statue.
Okay.
Basically, what Ashlyn sees is basically the room is magic free, except the statue itself is magical, and so is the gem it's holding, but two different schools of magic.
All right.
So, do you huck rocks at the statue?
I'm waiting for everybody
as far
to
away
approve.
as we can.
All right. So you stand at the southern corner of the room, which is about 15-20 feet away, casually glancing at this map.
Can you
And
see
huck
the
rock.
statue from the collapsed tunnel that we came through?
Yes, you can. It still works out to about 10-15 feet away. Like if you were. Like,
Yeah, but I
flying,
can get
radius.
cover behind the rubble.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, feel free to like rearrange rubble of like the broken statue to make things. You guys can get cover by hiding in a doorway or whatever.
I would not like to be in the collapsed tunnel that the god was said to have collapsed. So,
I just want somewhere where I am not out in the open.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be like tucked away in a place where I can sort of see the statue, but also like not in a tunnel where I'm gonna die.
All right. Does anyone else have any specifics about their placement in this empty room? It's basically got a pile of rubble and a doorway.
Emerson's just like 50 feet back, just watching.
There's
Ah,
nowhere
you
to
got
be
20
50 feet back.
Yeah, you basically have the room itself is approximately
Yeah.
a 10-foot radius from the center. So the furthest
Yeah,
you can be from the statue is 20.
He's as far away as he can be, then, yeah.
Yep. I assume
I'm
the same with
probably
Tev.
the threshold. Yeah.
Okay. So three of you are kind of clustered by the doorway for safe. No, two of you by safety. Alexander's like hiding behind the pile of rubble in the south. Mirzel's kind of chilling off in a corner. Sound about right?
I'm
Yeah.
Got it.
I
All
am
right.
wherever I can see the statue and have cover.
All right, perfect. So you'll be in the doorway with your little bit of cover. That's fine. Ashlyn throws her rock. I'm not going to make you roll an attack roll to hit a perfectly stationary object, because in theory you can just repeat this attack roll over and over again. It's not going to do anything. So you hit it. The gem gets knocked loose and falls to sand. The statue goes kaboom. None of you are in a 10-foot radius, so it doesn't do anything.
Okay.
See?
I'll grab
That's
the
it.
gem.
No,
Nope, the
it's
gem's just
sand.
sand.
It was fake.
Oh.
It was
Okay.
fake.
And you hear like a little radio signal from the speaking stone. I heard a kaboom, but I'm not worried about that. If you guys want to get out here, we have kind of a situation.
Oh.
Situation.
They're in fucking trouble and they want us to help. I will skedaddle.
Tev calls back. Yeah, on our way. Cleared the place. You okay?
And you hear like a clanking sound. It sounds like they dropped their speaking stone.
Oh.
And
Ashlyn
you
walks
hear-
slowly.
And you hear incoherent yelling. Mirzul, are you listening to what's coming through the speaking stone? I assume you're the
Barely.
only person. You're probably the only person here who speaks Orcish, I assume.
Probably.
All right, what you basically hear in Orcish is basically someone saying, "Give me all your money, and this temple is ours. We live here now."
Ursula just laughs at passing fucking idiots and don't have any gold. These dwarves are broke as shit. He just mutters that to himself as he follows along with everybody hustling out. He will pick up
Ashlyn
the
doesn't
speaking
hustle.
stone, though.
Ashlyn is
No
hustling.
imitation
I
makes
am
Ashlyn
shoving
hustle.
you down the hallway.
Ashlyn is forcibly hustled.
Oh. Okay.
I'm sorry,
doesn't
we need a
resist.
healer.
I have no spell slot.
You have good berries. That's fine.
And everybody has a berry. 2, actually. You're all healers
But, hey
now.
guys, can you all just chill while we take a long rest? Can you just finish this robbery in 8 hours?
Yeah. Can you guys just hold out on your negotiation with the orcs for a long rest?
I was just saying, technically, you're all healers now. You all
That's
have
true.
berries.
We do have the berries.
You're welcome.
All right. So you all skedaddle out the temple. You cleared everything, no big deal. When you get out there, marching order. I'm assuming because Mirzul rushed into the situation first and everything, Mirzul comes out first.
I am not going out first.
Yeah.
And
I'm
we were
in the
established
back.
that Ashlyn does not
I'm
go
being
first. Yep.
dragged.
Yeah.
All right. So Tev and Mirzul in the front, then coming out the door.
Yeah, Tev would want to see if she can merge to the walls and hug them.
Sure. Roll stealth.
Since her friend is a distraction. Aw.
Sure.
9.
9. Mirzul, are you entering the area with the orcs particularly loudly or boisterously?
Yep.
Yep. Since you started asking and gave up halfway through the sentence here, you can have advantage on your stealth check.
Woohoo!
Always wait for the DM to get the information you need for that.
Fair. How about 18?
With an 18, I will say you believe you are stealth.
Cool.
And what you see when you come out of this room is 4 orcs that are kind of like 2-on-2ing these dwarves. Both of the dwarves being held up by the scruff of their shirt. And one of the free orcs sees you, Mirzul, and says, in Orcish, I don't think you're one of our brood, but if you'd like part of the spoils, you're welcome to join us.
And the worst offer I've had today. Set him down and we can talk about price.
They mutter amongst themselves, like, okay, they set them down.
I have something I'd like to do.
All right.
I am going to cast Detect Thoughts, because I get 1 use per day.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and read their surface thoughts and communicate that via telepathy to Mirzul.
All right. So what you see at their surface thoughts, their saving throw or anything you need for that?
Not for surface thoughts. If I want to go deeper,
Okay.
they would have a saving throw.
All right, perfect. So basically, you hear cycling through their surface thoughts is you can tell that they are the displaced dwarves that orcs, not dwarves. That's me. Displaced dwarves from. Darn it!
You said it. Now you can't get it out of your head.
Take 3. What you can tell from their surface thoughts is they are the displaced orcs that the dragon pushed from their home, and that they just care about getting a new shelter for their group to use as a headquarters. And they're basically shaking these guys down because they're on what they perceive to be their territory.
So she'll relay that information to Mirzul in his head, while also saying, We could probably just give them the space we want the dwarves to leave anyways, and we already took everything of value. Right? We did. I think we did that.
To the best of your knowledge, you did. Above game, yes, you did.
Nice.
So, that is communicated to Merzel because he seems to be the one doing the talking.
All right, Mirzel, they've done it. You asked. Do you have anything else you want to say? Or...
Yeah, he's basically just walking up to him, still in Orcish. The hell are you doing in this fucking place, anyways? Shit ain't made for your size.
I mean, there was this big ass dragon. I swear, the biggest dragon I've ever seen, and it basically kicked us out of our headquarters. So our chief has us looking for a new place for us all to squat and call home until we can figure out what to do about that stupid dragon.
You know, dragons are supposed to have a shit ton of gold with them. You got a whole tribe. Why don't you go after the dragon yourself?
I mean, the dragon killed a bunch of our guys, and it took over. It's probably building a horde, but we don't think it's building. We don't think it has a horde yet. So maybe once we give it some time, it'll horde stuff up, and then we kill it.
And if you want this place, you're probably gonna make it a problem for the folks back there. And Merzel will look over his shoulder back to the group.
Roll persuasion. We'll say you still have the guidance that Ashlyn gave you because you got out of the temple really fast.
Yeah.
What's he saying? I'm gonna.
Mirzel's asking if they'll leave you guys be. If you just let them have it.
Okay. No, I'm just saying in character because.
Oh, okay.
Has never learned Orcish.
Oh, right. Oh, I see. Alexander's asking that question out loud. Got it.
Just to quietly to Ashlyn in case she knows, because she said she knows a lot of languages.
Well, I don't know what he said specifically, but I suggested just handing over the temple to them because we were leaving anyways. So
I'm going to
he's
go ahead and
probably
say
asking
because
that.
Ashlyn, I'm going to say because Ashlyn can hear surface thoughts, she's getting the gist of this conversation in common.
So that's what I relay.
Sounds good to me. So we just
what
have to see.
what
if
was your
they're-
persuasion roll, Mirzel?
Oh, I didn't know I had to roll persuasion. Sorry, I missed that part.
Yep, roll persuasion, and you have that guidance if you want to need it.
The D4.
What is my persuasion? I didn't take any points in it, so 16.
16, they look you guys up and down we just have this place. We don't need to kill y'all for it. There's nobody claiming it.
I mean, them dwarves are probably gonna claim it.
No, they're not. You hear in your head. Remember they said they'd leave with us after we cleared it, which we have.
Merzel can't respond because you already said this is a one-way thing. So
Yep.
Yeah.
That is just in your head.
You know, the orc looks down at the little dwarf guy will you guys leave? If we don't need to kill you, just leave. And they're yes, please don't kill us. They're oh yeah, sure, you guys can go if you like dibs. We claim dibs. Just don't come back here. Y'all come back here without our permission. You're cool. You can come back, dude. What's your name?
Bunch of fucking cowards. And Merzel will turn away and start heading back down the trail.
And yeah, you guys are allowed to leave freely.
Great.
Because Mirzel successfully negotiated a free pass. Above game, that is something that I was oh, you guys have somebody who can communicate with them. The Majul wanted these things to blindly fight you to the death, but I think having humanoid races do that is stupid, which we'll talk about more in the fireside chat.
Truth.
Oh. Yeah.
Great.
But because there was an avenue where you could leave them to negotiate, you got it. You were able to with these dwarves. They do want their cut. So the treasures you guys got, they want half of it. So you guys get out of the range of the orcs, and the dwarves so what'd you guys find in there?
So Tev definitely will
Ochre jellies.
pour out.
Mostly
And nothing
shit.
else, right?
Well, that
That's
felt
a
like the
fucking
most
ass.
important thing to say was ochre jellies.
They knew too.
Tev's still going to pull out
Nope.
the thing of gems. Yes.
Merzel, fucking idiots.
Tev just shakes out the about maybe 6, and she hands them to the dwarves. Here, that's what we got. From these stingy bastards, at least. She looks at Marisol.
All right.
You're not my mother.
And
Alright,
you're
so
not
give
there,
them-
so they can fucking fend for themselves.
So you're giving them 60 gold of your 200 gold worth of loot.
Yes.
Let's say 50 gold, because let's say 40 gold, because that will make you guys this thing divide out to 40 gold.
Can I sleight of hand the gems back when they are paying attention?
You could try, but first.
So that'll be only 4 of the
4. So you offer them 4.
gem.
There's probably going to be a wonderful moment where Ashlyn speaks in their mind and they get really distracted. So you could have help action if you time it right.
Yeah. Tev, roll deception at advantage to convince, because everybody in the group is helping you, to convince them that this is all of the loot that you have for them.
Oh, I meant for
You're giving-
Alexander.
Okay.
Alexander said they wanted to
Right.
steal some back.
I understand that, but everybody was trying to convince. Like you were all like, "Nope, this is all we got." So I'm
Oh,
giving her the
Ashlyn didn't
benefit
say
of this.
anything then.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, you all basically didn't say there was more loot, so I'm implying the help action as the group, rather than making this a group.
Okay.
'Cause I'm pretty sure Tez
that's-
is inherently the best liar.
Oh, with the help action or no?
With the help actions, a roll with advantage.
Okay. So, sweet 28.
With the 28, they're like,
with
oh,
a nat 20.
oh yeah, no, we'll take 40. Like I was hoping for more, but we're not going back there. So, yeah, thanks.
Yeah, no, those jellies suck.
I think they were priests.
Those things were priests. Oh my god, that's terrible.
Hmm.
And then Alexander, if you want to roll with the help action, I'm gonna go ahead and say because you like, I'll even let Ashlyn cast guidance on you.
Oh,
before
I
you
don't know
attempt
that
it.
she would ever
Yes,
intentionally
please.
cast guidance on you to steal something, but there's definitely enough moments where she's awkward and speaks in their mind that you can use that as the help action.
So Alexander, go ahead and roll sleight of hand to try and get those gems back.
Okay. 17 plus 4. 21.
Oh yeah, the 21.
Yeah, I had to do
21. You
math.
absolutely do it. You do the Indiana Jones thing where you have find 4 rocks that are about the right weight, and you slip them in so they don't even notice the change in weight.
I steal Ashlyn's pebbles.
No, you don't. You could try.
I steal 4 of them. You probably have more than that. in
You
your
can't
pocket.
steal my
No,
pellables.
These gemstones are about the size of baseballs. The pebbles are the
Oh.
size of pebbles. You
Okay.
find 4 rocks.
Okay.
And with that, you return to Phandalin, 200 gold richer, and with a completed quest.
Yay.
Well,
And that is the end of the first
Ashlyn
adventure of Dungeons and
doesn't
Dialogue.
care
Next
about
time-
money, but touch her pebbles. And
Okay.
look, she has gone back and collected each and every single pebble that she has thrown during this fight. She
Oh,
goes
that's
back
right, they
and
don't
picks them
explode.
up and puts them back
In
in
my
her
head,
bag.
they're grenades and not just regular projectiles. I forgot they don't explode.
No, they're just rocks. They're just pebbles.
Really shiny rock.
She
They're
picked
really
Anyway.
pretty, shiny, smooth rocks.
That concludes the first quest in Dragons of Icespire Peak. Next time, we're going to sit down for our fireside chat and talk about what worked in the module, what didn't, what I modified because I could tell it wouldn't work or it was stupid, and what we would change next time if we didn't change something. So that was all for tonight. Everybody have a great night.
Thank you for checking out our show. As a reminder, we are part of Bard Rock Network, who you can support by checking out our sponsor, Dragon Master Games. Support a local game store, get yourself some TTRPG essentials, and help the network produce more excellent content. It really makes a difference.
Our show and all the other shows on Bard Rock Network wouldn't be possible without the support of people like you on our Patreon and Ko-fi. That's why we like to thank supporters who pledge above a certain tier at the end of network productions. This month's top supporters are Sarah, Queen, Viralore, and Paul. Thank you all so much for supporting the network. If you want to get shoutouts and other rewards, pledge on our Patreon or Ko-fi today. Links in the show notes.